Patriot way, these nuts.
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of Sac, rapping silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with something silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Vegas. Man, bread, dog, we litty. The sound with the speed, it was with the 50-50. Yeah, this that silver and black field. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo. Shout out to the nation, man. Shout out to everybody in the building already. I see 209 in here. I see SVT, my boy Team Raider. Shout out to all my dogs, man. Busy few days in the nation, I see. My apologies, you guys. I'm just getting my voice back in time for the trip to Adelanto tomorrow. I leave to California in the morning. Trying to get my voice back, was down and out, but we here. Shit. But we gonna rock though. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Anthony, my boy Tony Flows. Everybody on Twitter and Facebook watching the show, shout out to you guys. If you want to get your comments in, jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It's very, very appreciated. Today we're going to be very active today, y'all. Right now, we got a quick little summary of our joint practice with the New England Patriots. In a few hours, me and my brother Mitchell Renz will be breaking down what has happened in the past few days. You guys know I've been sick, so I've been out the loop. And then later on tonight, me and my brother Stu will be shooting the shit and having some fun as well. So we got 3 lives back to back to back. You know how I do, you guys. If I miss out on some time, I make up for that shit. You know what I mean? So we here. Shout out to Raider Gio. Wide receivers cooking the Patriots DBs boots. For those who don't know, let me bring up some tweets real quick. Let me bring up some tweets real fast. Shout out to everybody rocking with us. Here we go. I'm going to put a few tweets on the screen today, man. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'm still getting my voice back. Here we go. Shout out to everybody in the building. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up, you guys. And boom. There we go. Shout out to Greg A. Is it Bedard? Raiders have completely dominated both sides so far. First 3 Patriots snaps and team. Stuff, sack. Jones, 5 of 9 and 7 on 7. Henry reception, only 1 down the field. Offense looks deflated coming off. Carr sliced up Pats in 7 on 7. Devontae Adams is unfair. I love it, man. I love it. And there's a million more tweets, you guys. We can go down the list of things. There's just so much shit. But we dominated today, you guys. First joint practice. First chance that Josh McDaniels gets to revisit the whole New England Patriots staff and his former regime. You love to see it, man. They said that Mac Jones was on the sideline throwing fits because he was so upset. Our D-line was thriving. Devontae Adams is out there doing Devontae Adams things, the best wide receiver in the game. It sounds as though I think the one knock that we had today, you guys, and I've seen this from several reports, was that our run game surprisingly wasn't really going today. I guess New England's run defense stood out. That was like the one thing that New England had today was their run defense, right? And don't worry about that. Our run game is going to get the rocking, you know what I'm saying? But it's good to know our pass game, right? Looking at our O-line, everybody's so worried about that right tackle. Jermaine Illuminor is out there, right tackle, you guys. Dylan Parham was starting out there at left guard, you guys. Love to see it, man. You love to see it. Shout out to my brother Cody, man. I see you in the building as well, King. Shout out to my bro right there. I will see you Friday, my brother. Adams was talking that shit on the pivot, I gotta go look. I gotta go watch that. I'm telling y'all, I've been down and out. I've been in the bed for the past 2-3 days, so I really have not seen too much. I seen today, you guys. We finally made some moves. We know Kenyon Drake, you guys, I think is officially released. We tried to find some teams to pick up his contract. Too much money on the books. It made no sense for any team to pick up that deal. They had to pay him, I believe, what was it, like $4 million this season and like 3.6 next season or some shit. I think it's $11 million or $8 million on the books, somewhere around there. So, you know, released. It is what it is. The run game is great. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm good. I'm good with that. We also today, you guys, for those who haven't seen it, released Chris Jones. I think that was going to happen regardless. Corner, for those who don't know, he didn't look too well this past preseason game against shit. He didn't look good against the Minnesota Vikings or our last preseason game. And wide receiver Chris Lacey, I don't think he really stood a chance at all anyway, because we're so deep at the wide receiver position. But yeah, what do y'all think about that thus far? Leave some comments down in the comment section. We're already down to 80, you guys. We're already down. We already cut our guys. We're already down. I don't even think we need to cut anybody else. Aaron, my brother, to be real, at this point, it's just a waiting game. I don't know if it's contract, hamstring, or 50% contract and 50% hamstring. I don't know. All I know is this. They say our offense looked explosive as shit already without Waller. So there's that. All I'm going to say is we're better with Waller. But also, it's good to know that our offense is already out there looking stout, especially against a New England team that they always have. They always put a good defense out there, right? So to see that we're already thriving already on 7-on-7s is great. I think DC hit Devontae up the seam for like a 40-yard TD or some shit. That is beautiful. But either way, Waller should be back soon. He better be, because I'm telling you now, if we thrive without him, it's just we have the upper hand at that point, right? We have the upper hand. It's like, look, Wall, we're already winning. So either jump on this train with us or you know, sit it out. It is what it is. But either way, it looks as though we can field a top 3 scoring offense without Waller. That's insane to even think about that. Shout out to my dog, Aaron, 209 in the building, Stockton, Modesto, Tracy. Shout out to my boy, Thick Frame Wayne. Yes, I got to, my brother. I will definitely check that out tonight. I'm on a flight early in the morning, man, to Cali for this Adelanto Week 0 Raiders event. So I'm going to have a lot of time on the plane. I'll definitely check that out. Shout out to my dog. Everybody's saying it was crazy. It was dope. I got to check that out. Yes, I heard DJ Turner was balling as well, Wade. Great thing. I think him and Tyron Johnson make this roster at this point. You know what else I learned, you guys? I learned, right? I know nothing about this coaching staff or this regime. I know nothing. Pretty much every prediction I've made up to this point has been wrong. I just told Andy this morning, I said, I think I'm trying to still get a feel for this new coaching staff, right? Gruden was so predictable. Like, we knew what he was going to do at all times. On the field, off the field, the predictability was just there, right? I'm still trying to get a grasp of what this regime does and what they don't do, right? There's players that are getting cut that you're like, oh, shit, hold on, wait, what? You know what I mean? And then you look at today, right? John Simpson has been pretty much getting all the first-team reps thus far in these preseason games, and then boom, today, your starting offensive line, you have Dylan Parham out there at left guard. It's crazy. Like, we all really just are still trying to figure out how this regime works. And I love it. I'm here for it, man. Please make me wrong all the time. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Because this new team is so unpredictable, man. And I love it. I love it, man. Like, they move in silence. They pounce when they need to pounce. And they make these calls that a lot of us don't see coming. I mean, I think we all knew the writing was on the wall with Kenyon Drake, right? I think we all knew, but to be released, it's like, whoa, shit, like, wow. When I seen Amir Abdullah not travel to Miami, I think at that point I knew the writing was on the wall, right? That he was, you know, Kenyon Drake was pretty much auditioning for another team at that point. Shout out to Jason Hallman. What's good, family? Hope you're well. I appreciate you, my brother. I'm getting over this sickness, man. It's been crazy. I took a bunch of COVID tests, you guys. I'm negative. real quick, you guys, I want you guys to do me a favor real fast, though, please. Say a prayer for our brother Wasted. Wasted is not going to be able to make the trip out to Adelanto. He does have COVID right now, and he's down and out. He's in the bed. Everyone say a prayer for our brother Wasted, man. He's going to miss the Adelanto trip. I need to let y'all know ahead of time because I know a lot of people are going to be coming up to me. Where's Wasted at? He's going to miss the trip. He is down for the count, man. So say a prayer for our brother. I know he's been still active on social media, posting and stuff like that. But just say a prayer for our brother, man. He's going to get through it. You know what I mean? But just say a prayer for our brother, man, because he already had a hard-fought battle with it in January. You know what I mean? A real tough battle with COVID. So for him to have it again right now is very, 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 very tough, man. So love you, my brother Wasted. I've been checking on him every day. Prayers to you, my brother. You know what I mean? You and your family, man. It sucks that we're not going to be able to have you out there. Damn, I was looking forward to seeing my brother Wasted. When we get together, it's funny as fuck, man. So prayers go out to him. You guys flood his comment section, flood his DM, and let him know we love him and that we can't wait for him to come back. He's having a real tough time breathing right now, you guys, so we probably won't be live for the next few days. So just be patient with our brother, but he will be back. I don't know what it is right now. I think with the weather changing and everything, allergies, and my whole family's sick right now. Everybody in the house is sick. My sons, my grams, my wife, everybody's like getting over this shit. So no COVID though. Thank the Lord, because I thought I was gonna have to cancel my trip. But shout out to our brother Wasted, man. Shout out once again to my brother Jason Hall as well, brother. I appreciate you, King. See all those prayer hands, man. You guys are the best, man. Shout out to Champ Ross. McDaniels will single-handedly take the Raiders down. He likes his own guys to his detriment. I don't agree with that, Champ. I don't agree with that at all. I think that was Gruden, if anything. That was Gruden. That was him going to get Gus Bradley. That was him going to get Paulie G. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was him going to get all these other guys. This was him carrying 3 quarterbacks and doing all kind of other wild shit. I don't think that's McDaniels. I think, if anything, that's the previous regime, right? This guy has 6 rings on 2 hands, my brother. So I gotta disagree with you on that. But shout out to my dog Champ. Yeah, a lot of kids going back to school. Facts. If that were true, Carr wouldn't have been extended. There you go. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Yeah, everyone likes their own guys. This is facts. You know what's funny? When Adelanto, when they hit me up to throw this event, they said, Graphk, we want you to coordinate it. This is your event. You figure it out and you do what you do, right? Guess what I did? They gave me a budget, right? They said, this is the budget. And guess what the first thing I did? I said, I want my guys out there. I got Mitch a flight in a room. I got Wasted a flight in a room. I got Andy a flight in a room. Hammer a flight in a room. I called Samoan and said, my brother, I need you to be a part of this. I called my brother Stu. Stu, I need you. That's what you do, right? You always bring in your own guys. That's what's so dope about being able to do shit like this, right? You always bring your people on. And, you know, I have to agree, sometimes it can be to a detriment, right? Sometimes you put certain people in places and it doesn't work out. That's right. But we all take care of our own people. Shout out to Raiders to the death. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Shout out to Big Raider Jocks, my favorite podcast to go. All love. I appreciate you, King. Thank you so much, my brother. My brother, man. Love you, Drock. Shout out to my dog. Let me see. Derek Vehicle, that's what we're supposed to do, man. We take care of our guys. You know what I'm saying? There's a play that we're about to reveal here shortly, you guys, in Vegas. And guess what happened? My brother Cody hit me up. Graphk, this is what we doing. This is the team. You know what I'm saying? You know, we always do this blackout stuff. Our blackout team. This is the play. And I said, guess what? I'm here for it. We look out for each other. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what real ones do. Once again, shout out to my dog Cody, too. I don't know if he's still in the chat. Oh, okay. Champ is a Broncos fan. Oh, yeah, I remember you, Champ. Hey, and are you from Sac too, bro? Are you from Sac? I could have swore you was from Sacramento. Stu, looking forward to our show later on. I just got off the phone with Stu. We had a hilarious call, man. This shit was Comedy Central, man. Shout out to JC104. Adams going to cook week 1. JC Jackson injured. I was going to talk about this too, you guys. I'm going to say this, man. I wanted to beat the Chargers at full strength. I know they said he's out 2 to 4 weeks, and we played them, I believe, in 19 days, right? It looks as though he's going to miss week 1. I don't think they're going to rush him back for that game. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to see a secondary guy, the second or third corner, on Devontae Adams, and then we fry him for 200 yards. And then it's, well, week 1, we didn't have our star corner. I don't want that. I want her to fry these guys at their peak. You know what I mean? But I'm going to be real, though. As a Raider fan, I would definitely take this. Cool. One less guy we got to worry about. There we go. Shout out to Champion Center from the East Bay. Either way, man, NorCal in the building. Shout out to my brother, Raider Gabe. My dog, I see you in a few days, my brother. Pass on Win for show. Yeah, man, look, Win has not been able to stay healthy. Let's be honest, you guys. Win is I think he's too short to play right tackle, right? So if you go get him, I don't think you're having him at right tackle. There was even a lot of guys that I didn't understand this, talking about going to get Win and play him at his natural position at left tackle and move Colton Miller to right. No. Why? What? Like, what? How does that make any sense? I mean, I know that Colton Miller played some right tackle before, I think at UCLA and blah, blah. I mean, but no. Like, what? Win has not been able to stay healthy. I have no problem going to get him for the cheap, but he's $10.5 million, I think, this season on that 5th-year option. He's not worth it, you guys. He's really not. He's not, because he's not going to come in and play right tackle off the dribble. I'm telling y'all now, if we don't go out and get one of those guys from the Eagles, I believe right now that Jermaine Illuminor is going to start at right tackle. For real. I think that he's learned his lesson. With previous regimes, he started for – trying to get my hat straight and shit. He started at right tackle for New England before. He's been there, done that. I believe – wasn't he drafted to Baltimore, you guys? I believe that he had a problem with his weight. He was kind of up and down with his weight, kind of has some issues there early on in his career. But I think Jermaine Illuminor at this point is going to hit his stride. I think that he may be our starting right tackle. And I'm cool with that. To be honest, that's the safest route at this point. I'm a little more nervous about Lester Cotton at right guard. If he started, to be real, this may sound crazy, you guys, but he progressively got worse in preseason as each game went by. I may be more confident just pushing Leatherwood inside and have him at right guard and have Illumino on the right side and then put Dylan Parham at left. I'd be cool with that. You know what I mean? But, who am I? I don't know what this regime is going to do. These guys are so unpredictable, man. Let me see. Can't stay healthy. He's going to want the bag next year, and we got to give up draft capital. There you go, Gabe. Shout out to my dog, bro. See you in a few, my brother. Prayers up. Your thoughts on the Brady news? I have no thoughts on that, T-Money. Thank you, my brother, for the prayers and the thoughts. But I don't have any thoughts on Brady. I don't. I think everybody in the media has kind of pushed the narrative, about this right before week 1. I don't find that a coincidence. You know what I mean? I don't want to push the whole Brady news, man. Look, that shit is done. It's the past. We're moving forward with DC and Devontae Adams and Waller at tight end with no Gronk. I'm cool with that. Shout out to T-Money, my dog. Big Mike, my brother, man. Got to dedicate this show to our guy. Wasted. Prayers up, getting back on his feet quick, fast, and in a hurry. This is facts, my brother. Facts. Shout out to my brother, Big Mike. Planet Raiders in the building. Yeah, Raiders Digest. He's still unproven in this league, you guys. He's been in the league since 2018. You know what I mean? So let's not act. Yes, he may be outperforming his past few years, but does that mean he's a starter in his league? At this point, Lester Cotton, it might just be all smoke at this point. It may just be all smoke. You can put Leatherwood at right guard where, a lot of people are saying that's where he needs to be. You know what I mean? And at this point, I'm going to be real. He probably is a guard at the next level, right? So I have no problem pushing him into right guard and having a Illuminor on the right side. I'm good with that. Shout out to Daniel, man. We really paid Drake $11 million for 200 yards and 2 TDs. Yeah, man. But you know what? That's not Kenyon Drake's fault. That's Gruden. That's Gruden's fault. That's Mike Mayock's fault. That's our previous regime's fault. These guys had all the capital in the world to go out and do some things, and one of the first things they do is go out there and pay Kenyon Drake when you already had a workhorse with Josh Jacobs. And don't get me wrong, I was all for it when we got him. Right? I'm like, oh, 2-headed monster. This is dope. But when I seen what we paid him, it was like, oh shit. And then we, reworked this contract once or twice, and next thing you know, Now we owe him $8 million guaranteed and shit. So it's sad. It's sad. And I forgot the numbers, you guys. I know one of you guys probably have it, but I think he's owed like 4.3 this year, 3.6 next year, and then like 1 million the following year or something like that. I could be off. But yeah, man, craziness. Shout out to Alex Pleatherwood in the building. I'm working on pass blocking as we speak. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Do you think we should cough up the 9 for Sue, or you think we straight? You know what's funny, Gabe? I would, me personally, but I think that this regime sees some things with the defensive tackles. I'm going to be honest. I'm very shocked about Jonathan Hankins coming off that PUP list and balling out like he did against Miami. Yes, it's against backups, but he came out balling. And I think that Patrick Graham is comfortable with his former New York Giant starting next to Bilal Nichols. So I think that these guys want to see what we have with Bilal and Hankins. And I really do believe that these guys believe in Andrew Billings as well, and Petco. But it's a stretch, Gabe, at this point. There's so many conflicting things with Sue. There's beat writers saying that we were never in on Sue. Then there's other beat writers saying that we're interested in him right now, and there's still discussions, but we don't want to pay the $9 million. I don't know who to believe at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not an inside guy that knows the contract shit and all that other. So I don't know. All I can do is speculate on what the fuck, I would do and what, and what these coaching staffs have previously done, right? I don't really know. Me personally, if I have $22 million at my disposal and I can go get a Sue, $9 million, shit, I'd do it. Why not? Why not? At this point, we have a discrepancy, man, on the defensive line right now, man. You know what I mean? And Sue will come right in and start first off the dribble. You know what I mean? Edgar, bro, we should have kept Solomon Thomas. I'm gonna be real, my brother. I was a huge fan of bringing in Solomon Thomas last year, kind of like one of those high risk, low reward type situations, right? And he proved me right the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. And then he just tailed off, and he was kind of non-existent at the point where at the end of the season. You had to let Solomon Thomas walk, my brother. I'm going to be real. I'm good that we didn't keep him. If we kept anybody, it should have been Quentin Jefferson, someone that can get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Solly, I think, what did he have, 3.5 sacks last year or some shit like that? But he wasn't worth it. He wasn't worth bringing back at all. At all. Yes, Gabe, this is facts. Nichols is more productive than Thomas. How many pieces are we away from being a Super Bowl team? Chaos, I think that we're already there, brother, but I think once we figure out the right tackle and defensive tackle position, I think we're 2 players away from me being confident and comfortable enough to say, we got this. Barring injuries, you guys, because this happens year in and year out. You know what I mean? Knock on wood. But if we can stay healthy, I think we have a Super Bowl team right now. I think we have a team that can definitely contend for a Super Bowl. We just got to figure out what we're doing at right tackle and defensive tackle. Got to address the trenches, and I got a feeling that we're going to be doing that here shortly. But yeah, man. Big Shane says, Gerald McCoy hasn't retired and still wants to play. Can't believe we haven't worked him out. At this point, though, Big Shane, right, I was all for bringing Gerald McCoy back on the vet minimum, and I think he would do it too. But let's just be real, bro. I think he had 1 or 2 reps in the past 2 seasons. I think at this point, man, Gerald McCoy is done. I think he's done. He's up there in age, and 2 seasons back to back not being able to stay on the field. Yeah, man, I think it's over for him. But I would have been down to bring Falone back, but I think that his medicals aren't matching up right now to his confidence online. I'll say that. He's so confident. I want to be a Raider, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think his medicals are matching up to his talk. And I think that's why he's not a Raider at this point. Yeah, man, Eddie, more power to him. And he got more guaranteed money going to Baltimore as well. So shout out to DeMarcus Robinson, man. I'm here for it. The man got some bread. He got the money from us guaranteed, and he got more money with Baltimore. Look, I love to see these guys get paid. Shout out to 207. Chris Lacey, Chris Jones, and Kenyon Jake. Yep, got cut. Facts. Out of here, man. Out of here. Not going to really miss any of them either. Not really going to miss any of them. And let's just be honest, you guys. Kenyon Drake didn't really fit this scheme anyway. You know what I mean? We got 2 other guys that can get it done in the passing game. Brandon Bolden and Amir Abdullah. So, and progressively, Josh got a little better these past few seasons in the passing game as well. So I'm cool. Bro, we shouldn't spend another penny until we get a right tackle, not some converted left tackle, a real right tackle. I hear you, hard conversations. I hear you, my brother. But I'll tell you this: I think this team may be high on a Luminor right tackle. I think they feel that they already have their right tackle on this roster, or maybe go and get somebody else to fight for that spot, because now Leatherwood clear cut can't play right tackle, right? Brandon Parker is out of here. You know what I'm saying? He'll be on the IR here shortly. At this point, you got to go get somebody else. Mumford, right? Mumford can back him up at right tackle, but he's already nicked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to need to get somebody, even if it's just a rotational piece. Excuse me, y'all. Shout out to my girl, man, my family right here. Shout out to sis, Erica. Hope you're feeling better, Doc. Safe travels this week, and cheers to the nation. And thank you so much for the kind words in the DM as well, Erica. And I'm definitely going to send you that P.O. box. I appreciate you, family, as always, so much. I appreciate everybody checking on me these past few days. For real, you guys know I'm usually very, very active, and I take pride in that. So today I made sure I had a triple header on deck. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to come back with one video. I got this, Mitch at 8 Central, and then Stu at 10 o'clock Central. So we're not playing over here at DOX ENT. We're going to make up for these past 2 days. Shout out to Eric. I appreciate you, as always, sis. We need to pay Waller, like, damn, give him his bread already. Look, man, I think this regime is really, and y'all may kill me for this, I think this regime is really, really sold on Foster Moreau. I think that they're really, really sold on Foster Moreau. And at this point, I think they're looking at it like, Waller, come on, we need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you change the game. Like, you do something totally different for this offense. But at the end of the day, if you want to play hardball, that's on you. And I don't know, like I said, you guys, I'm kind of conflicted at this point, right? With the whole hamstring and then the contract talks. I'm confused as to what the hell is going on right now. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's more of the Raiders saying, well, we want to see what's going on with this hamstring before we cash you out. Or it's Waller saying, y'all pay me, and then I'll come out there and I'll show you what's up with this hammy. I don't know. Yeah, 207. Creval LeBlanc was out of here a few days ago, my brother. Let me see. Jermaine is going to be our right tackle. Ronald, I agree with you, family. Aaron, I got it at Allegiant Stadium. This shit was like $75, $80, man. Shit crazy. I'll never spend that much money on another damn hat in my life. Especially with the way it fits. It's uncomfortable as shit. Drake might go to the Chargers. I'm cool with that, Marty Mark. I'm cool with that. I don't really think he changes anything. Cool. Let me see. Who's more fragile, Waller or Moreau? Well, let's say this, Greg. I don't think either one of them are fragile. Yes, last year Waller dealt with an injury, and he's dealing with something right now. Foster had a severe injury, you guys, that he had to go out for pretty much the whole year, right? Since then, he hasn't been the same yet, but he's been bouncing back progressively, right? I don't want to call either of them fragile though, Greg. Fragile is Michael Thomas, Mr. Slant himself in New Orleans, right? Can't stay off the IR. Fragile is Hunter. Who is it? Hunter Henry, tight end for the Patriots, former Charger. Fragile is someone that just got paid big bucks. Derwin James, which he deserves every penny when he's healthy. But I'm not going to call Waller fragile. I'm not going to call Foster Moreau fragile at this point. Let him heal up, and we'll see what we got going on. But at this point, I can't even speculate what the hell is going on with Waller at this point. It's either the hammy or the contract clutch shit. You know what I mean? Ronnie says, I don't think Waller is hurt. He's just using that to hold out. I just hope he is there week 1. J.C. Jackson won't play week 1. Yeah, if we got Waller out there week 1 and these guys are missing their cornerback 1, y'all, I'm telling you, if this O-line can hold up and just give DC a few seconds to get rid of that ball, we are going to smoke the Chargers boots in L.A., man. Docs, I wouldn't call it dominate. We gave up 3 sacks. What, in practice today? Barbecuing? Or is that what you mean? Because look, I'm going off beat writers and people that were in the building. I'm looking at something right here that says Raiders have completely dominated both sides of the ball so far. So, and then there was other ones all across the board. All the beat writers that were in attendance, everyone was saying that we were dog walking these guys left and right. So, shout out to the 530 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, y'all. Docs, now that we have cut Drake, you think the chances of getting rid of Klee? Oh, Klee is back today, you guys. Klee is back. I don't know if you guys seen that, but Cleveland Furrow is back. He is back in practice today. Josh Jacobs was in practice today. You love to see it. You love to see it. Klee will return as that third pass rusher. I know Malcolm Kuntz actually ended up getting hurt at training camp today, but he walked off, and all signals are that he's good. He's good to go as well, you guys. But yeah, I mean, hey. So you said even the Patriots beat writer said we dominated. I heard there were 3 sacks on Carr. See, I haven't seen that yet. But Graham Cam, yeah, you can still dominate and give up 3 sacks. Facts. Yeah, facts. Let's not act like the Patriots don't have a nice defensive line. They got Christian Barmore out there, former first-round pick out of Alabama, that is only getting better. You know what I mean? As our brother Sanjit would say, he's a superstar, right? You know what I mean? So, hey, you're going to give up some sacks. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let me see. M. Jordan says, Waller, I don't know the details. All I know is we want players who want to be a Raider. If he wants to be a Raider, I'll get it done. If not, next man up. The wheels must continue to spin. Raider Nation for life. Shout out to my dog. Royal, we just talking about what's going on today at training camp. It sounds as though DC and Devontae have built this rapport back up already from the time at Fresno State, and these guys are out there just killing shit. Ronald says, I'm just wondering, what are we going to use our cap space for? I'll say this. This is a great problem to have at this late in the game, right? 19 days away from week 1 and having $22 million in salary at your disposal with all your stars under contract. Every one of them. Yes, Waller needs to get more money. He still has 2 years left on his deal, you guys. We have $22 million at our disposal, and everybody is signed up right now. Everybody is contractually there. All of our stars are wrapped up. This is a great problem to have. So if we need to roll some of that money over next year because we're going to be low, then we got to do what we got to do. Yes, we're going all in this season, you guys, but we definitely are still trying to set ourselves up for the foreseeable future. We want to win long term as well, not just short term. Don't get me wrong. With me, I'm going all in. Do whatever the fuck you got to do to win a Super Bowl this year. But we're still trying to build something that's going to dominate for years to come. And some of that money may roll over. Some of it may roll over. Zodiac, I'll say this. If Carmen Bricillo and Josh McDaniels are happy with Jermaine Illuminor at right tackle, then I'm happy with Jermaine Illuminor at right tackle. That's all I can go off of, my brother. These guys know that position way more than me. So if they're here for it, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm more comfortable having him there than an Alex Leatherwood. I'll tell you that. I'm more comfortable with him starting at right tackle than a Brandon Parker. I can tell you that. So, at the end of the day, it's all good. Shout out to Just Another DJ. What stood out to me is the Raiders' O-line, not getting any push in the run game. The starting 5 listed on Twitter are best known for pass blocking. I'm here for it. It's a passing game now. It's a passing league. You're in the division with Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert. So you got to have these guys out there that can pass block, right? I'm here for it, Just Another DJ. I'm here for it because I'll say this. Every time we threw the ball in preseason, I was worried. Quarterbacks, and they're not DC, though. You know what I mean? These guys aren't veterans like DC. But it looked as though these guys were running for their life. Mama, I love you too. Shout out to my mom. Love you, mama. The best tattoo removal spot in the world right there, Atlanta Tattoo Removal. If you guys are in the Atlanta area and need to get tattoos removed, hit up my mama and tell them you need the Graphk discount. My mom got you. Love you, Mom. Parham is a starter. The numbers, he should have been a starter from jump. Since we got him in the third round out of Memphis, I thought that Parham was going to be a starter anyway. I had no clue that John Simpson would still be in the fold at this point. I'm going to be real. Like, totally real with you guys. I didn't know that he would still be around at this point. Respectfully, brother, if it is a passing league, then I think the pressure to sign Waller should be higher, or am I wrong? No, it is, Pastor, but if you're already out there dominating without him, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find a balance at some point, right? We don't know what these guys are asking for behind the scenes, y'all. Like we don't. Clutch is known to go all the way balls to the walls type shit for their clients, right? So who's to say that Clutch isn't saying Darren Waller needs to be the highest paid tight end right now? Let me ask y'all that right now. You're Zieg, right? You're David Ziegler. You're our GM. And Clutch is coming up to you guys and saying, my client needs to be the highest paid tight end right now. What do y'all do? I'm going to ask you guys, put your GM hats on. What are y'all going to do? Shout out to Gabe. Miller, Parham, James, Leatherwood, Illuminor. My starting five in my opinion. I like that. Gabe, I'm with you on that, King. I'm with you. 207, I totally agree with you, brother. I'm not saying we would not be better without Waller. I would never say that. That wouldn't even make any sense. But it's a business at the end of the day. You have to make sure you're doing what's right for the team in the long run. The answer is no. OG Raider ain't doing it. Ruthless says, then trade him. Graham says, do it. Okay. Miss Tupac, sign Waller. Morris says, more for Clutch. Mixed signals. We're all kind of conflicted at this point, right? The thing is this. You don't have to pay him right now. You don't. You don't have to pay him. You don't. He's still on the contract. So, you want to play or you're not. Because what right now, the Raiders could be playing, they could be playing mind games right now, right? Because publicly, Darren Waller is saying, I want to play. This is, I want to play for the Raiders. I'm playing this year. Okay. So David Ziegler and Josh McDaniels are probably going to say, let's test this theory. Let's see if he's going to stick to his guns. Because if he's not, then the nation is going to get on his helmet. Everybody else is going to get on Waller's helmet, not ours. You're saying you're going to play. So let's test this man's theory out. So I don't know, you guys. All I'm going to say is this. Darren Waller never gave me the vibes of a guy that would want to hold out, right? But Clutch does. And with this hamstring issue, all I can say, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about Waller. To me right now, I'm just going to go with hamstring. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is he has a nagging injury with his hamstring, and that's what's going on right now. Until proven otherwise, we're playing it safe with Darren Waller until he's ready to come back full force. At the end of the day, if you have a superstar like Darren Waller that may hurt himself even more practicing before week 1, you allow him to sit. Is what it is. Raider Hockey Uncle, I agree with you, brother. I do too. Zieg and Brother Kelly, yep, and Champ Kelly are playing chess, not checkers, brother. For real. I don't see this in any world, Graham. I don't see this in any world. Could you imagine Derek Carr building that rapport with Andre James all the way since last offseason, where they were practicing at parks in Las Vegas to build that camaraderie, and then just move on to Dylan Parham as center the following year? DC and Parham don't have that. They don't have that there yet. You know what I mean? And even out there training camp, Andre James has that center spot pretty much down pat. There's no way that Dylan Parham goes out there and starts at center right now. There's no way. In the thick of things right now, with DC building that rapport week in and week out with Andre James, there is no way it makes any sense in the world to pull Andre James out from that starting center spot and give Parham that. Makes no sense at all. But shout out to my dog, Graham. Waller is a lock. Lock for 2 years, my brother. Shout out to Stay Solid. How about the secondary addition with Darius Phillips? Hey, Ms. Diz, I'm going to be honest, bro. Darius Phillips has been a breath of fresh air. And we've been saying this since we picked him up. Shout out to my brother Stu. And I'm going to bring this back up tonight on me and Stu's show. We talked to his former coach, you know what I'm saying, former defensive coordinator in Cincinnati. And he said strictly, like straight to the point, you guys got to steal with Darius Phillips. If he can stay healthy, he will fit that scheme in Las Vegas and he will ball out for you guys. This is coming from his former defensive coordinator in Cincinnati, you guys. You know what I mean? He told us this straight point blank period, the end, like straight up. You know, there's an actual text message that has it. And he said if Darius can stay healthy, he fits that scheme and he can play special teams for you guys and play corner. So I'm excited to see what Darius Phillips can do for us moving forward. Yes, James is not the problem. We need Parham as guard, not center. This is facts. Shout out to my brother T, man. It's always good to see my brother. Been here since day one. I appreciate you, brother. I know the chat is deeper than what it used to be, right? My brother been around since we've had 8-9 people in the chat. So it's very, very difficult to continue to, you know, read every single thing. But any chance I get to see my brother T in the chat, I always want to bring him up, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Let me see. He is my son. Best analysis I've heard. Ms. Diz, hold on. Who was your son, brother? You talking about Darius Phillips? Shout out to the Gaffler. My dog. Raider Rich in the building. Yep. Donovan says, let's get this right tackle together and DT pressure up the middle. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Talk that shit, 209. Talk that shit. Salvador, I don't even want to talk about the next cuts yet until this New England game is up. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens with this New England game. You know what I'm saying? We know there's some guys out there that are on the outside looking in right now, right? We know Amik has not been playing good in these preseason games. We know there's some rotational guys on the offensive line like Alex Bars that we can go without, right? There's some other guys out there, you know what I mean? There's still the rookie guys. Let's be honest, you know, I like Crosby, I like Cosby, I like Webb, but who's to say this regime is sold on them? You know what I mean? Ike Brown, shout out to Ike Brown. Just follow me on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's funny. Andy's a funny motherfucker, man. I said, I'm going to reach out to Ike and get him on the show. He said, you better hurry up. Because shit, he might get cut here soon. You know what I mean? So I might have to reach out to Ike and see if I can get him on real quick. But Ike Brown, you know what I mean? We're very deep at cornerback right now. So there's a lot of guys. There could be some odd man out. Let me see. Barbecue and Raider. Docs, what do you think about the LB Bolton? I like him so far. You know, grew up a Raider fan. There's that. You know what I'm saying? But I still think he's more of just like a depth piece. You know what I mean? He flashed this past game against Miami. Me personally, though, I'm still sold on, you know what I'm saying, the young guys, you know, the UDFAs, Darian Butler and Luke Masterson. I want to see what these guys can do. I want young, fresh legs at the and don't get me wrong, Bolton is still young as well. But these guys are freshly in the league, UDFA guys that I want to see make this roster. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know. Bolton's, to me, I think is still on the outside looking in as well. Yo, Docs, you going live? I think I'm going to be at the game, Ernie. I'm going to be in Las Vegas, actually. So I think I'm going to be at the game with Stu. So if I'm not Ernie, maybe I'll find a hotel room or something and be able to go live. But I'll probably be running around. I got some meetings in Vegas Friday. So to be real with you, bro, nah, I won't be live for the game. And to be real, I probably won't be live for a lot of these games moving forward because we got some shit going on in Vegas that's going to keep me busy. Tashawn Bauer, Masterson, and Butler been looking pretty good. Facts. Don't get me wrong. Darian Butler, if you look at the tape, you guys, has been up and down. He's been up and down. I'm not sold completely yet on Darian Butler, and I like him a lot. I like him a lot. UDFA out of Arizona State. But he still may be a practice squad kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. He may be a practice squad kind of guy. Denzel Perriman's back out there. Jayon Brown, the numbers, I believe, had 2 interceptions today. That's what I heard. I heard he had 2 INTs today. One in the red zone and another one later on. I could be wrong, or the guy that said it from camp could be wrong. I don't know, but from what I've seen, he had 2 INTs today. And that's a great sign that Jayon Brown is returning back to that form of 2019-2020 with Tennessee, where he was one of the top cover linebackers in the league. Just talked about that, Digest Facts. Just talked about that. Shout out to G Ware. He says, no excuses for Carl. Waller or no Waller. Same amount of wins, 11-12. Talk that shit, my brother. If he can stay healthy, 207. That's been the main thing with Jayon Brown. If he can stay healthy, he can definitely ball out. I think Diablo tipped it to him. I like that because Divine is my guy. That's my guy. Okay, Diablo made big tip on the first one. There we go. Pause. This is the best linebacking core we've had since Howard and Morrison. God damn, bro. That dates back years, brother. Damn, fly, man. But what do you guys think about this, man? What do you guys think about the cuts with Kenyon Drake? What do you think about the cuts with Chris Jones, Chris Lacey thus far? What do you think about this? Are you guys shocked about Kenyon Drake being let go? And us on, you know, we got to pay him $8 million still. And he said it too. I don't know if you guys seen his quote, but he said, shit, the Raiders got to pay me. He said, I've seen the writing's been on the wall for the past 3 or 4 weeks. He said, but they still got to pay me. I think that was kind of like a low blow kind of shot at us, right? I ain't mad at him. I mean, shit, he's a veteran. He's still going to get paid. But how do y'all feel about that? Relax, people. Our receivers are going to keep linebackers from crowding the box. Our running game is going to eat. Yeah, man, definitely. Our run game, that's not going to be a problem at all this year. I'll tell you that. If you can cut Kenyon Drake after the third preseason game, like, bro, that speaks volumes of what your run game is going to possibly be come week 1. Yeah, facts, Cardi. I'm on the same boat as you, my brother. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. But yeah, man, coming up on an hour, you guys. I'll be live here in 3 more hours with Mitchell Renz. Make sure you guys double back. And then in 5 more hours, I'll be live with our brother Stuart Schweiger. So let me go put my voice on ice real quick, get my shit together, and I'll definitely be back. I need to spend some time with my sons for the next few hours too, because I'm leaving for 4 days tomorrow. So, but I love you, nation, and it's good to be back. I'm finally getting my voice back. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys, man. I'm outro. 1, wipe them feet on the way out.